Welcome back to the channel, guys. You know what time it is. It's gains time. So in today's video, I'm going to show you the cheapest way to meal prep for $40 and the fastest way to meal prep. So let me go ahead and show you what I got at the store. I just got home. Let me show you. So for $40, I was able to get all of these food items. This is going to be the cheapest way to meal prep, and it's going to be the most efficient way to meal prep, whether you're cutting or bulking. So let's start with our vegetables. So we got broccoli. You can choose a different type of vegetable that you like, but I like broccoli, so that's why I always just buy broccoli. Then we got our carbs, our healthy carbs. So I like brown rice, oatmeal, 100% wheat bread, and these lightly salted rice cakes. These are all a good source, and bananas. These are all a good source of carbohydrates. So you got your micros from the veggies, you got your carbs from rice, quick oats, bread, rice cakes, and bananas. And then we got our healthy fats, which are from peanut butter, raw almonds, and eggs. Then we got our main source of protein from chicken, boneless chicken breast. These were only $1.78 per pound. So guys, this is gonna be the cheapest, healthiest way to meal prep, all for $40. So this is $40 per week. If you're cutting, you can just even save a little more money because you don't need to eat as much rice, bananas, quick oats, bread, and rice cakes. So you can always cut back on the carbs. If you're cutting, if you're bulking, there's gonna be just enough food for you to gain weight and make those gains. So right now what I'm about to do is I'm about to slice these chicken breasts in half. I'm gonna season them and I'm gonna toss them in the oven, and then I'm gonna make some rice and some broccoli. I'm gonna show you what that looks like in a minute. You know, the oatmeal, that's for my post-workout meal. So are the eggs and the egg whites. So I just do 2 eggs, 2 full eggs, and 3 or 4 egg whites. So I'll just toss the yolk out. This is a 5 dozen case. And then, you know, peanut butter and the whole wheat bread and the bananas, those are all snacks. So all I need to do is just prep the chicken, prep the rice, and steam the veggies. So let me show you what that looks like in a minute. Alright guys, let me show you the process. So let me show you what I got going on right now. So the first thing I do is I boil the water, then throw the veggies in the water and steam them for 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes, and then turn that off, and then you can just set it aside or leave it there. I usually just move it out of the way. And then you get your water boiling. So for the rice that I get, the brown rice is 6 cups of water. So I put 6 cups of water, get that boiling, put the rice in there. Once it boils, I turn it down to low, and so that's gonna cook for about an hour. So while that's cooking, what I did is I trimmed the fat off the chicken. Usually what I do is I'll cook a rack. So I got a little bit of chicken left over, and I'll save that. I'll put that in the fridge, let it marinate, and then halfway through the week I'll go ahead and cook the rest. So I usually use garlic salt, Larry's seasoned salt, and I use some type of tea because I like my meat to be a little bit spicy, my chicken to be a little bit spicy. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven. I already preheated the oven to 400 degrees. So all I need to do now is just toss the chicken in the oven, and I'll check back with you guys once it's ready, and I'm gonna show you what the final product looks like. Alright guys, so it looks like our chicken is ready. It took about an hour and a half at 400 degrees. I like to slow cook my chicken. If you want it to be done within the hour or 45 minutes or even half an hour, you gotta turn up the temperature. But for me, I like my chicken to be nice and juicy and tender, so I do 400 degrees. It takes about an hour to an hour and a half, depending on how thick the chicken breasts are. So these took an hour and a half, and you just poke them with a fork, and if it's nice and juicy and soft, you know it's ready. The rice took an hour, and then the veggies 2 to 5 minutes. So let me show you guys what the final product looks like. So there you go guys, that's what the chicken breast look like. I'm gonna let them cool off. I'm gonna let them sit in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes. And then we've got our rice, nice and ready. And then, like I said, our veggies, they were done within 2 to 5 minutes. Alright guys, so you saw what the final product looks like. The chicken looks nice and juicy. The rice is ready. The broccoli is ready. And that's only 1 pound of rice. So I did 3 pounds per week. So, you know, and I got a little bit of chicken left, so I'll do that like halfway through the week as I go. But this will get me through like 3 days. So for me, all the food items that I showed you, that's for a week. That's 35 meals for me because I do 5 meals per day, and at 4,000 calories. For you guys, it might be, you may have food for, you know, 1 to 2 weeks. So like I said, guys, I'm bulking right now, so I'm doing 4,000 calories a day, and this is how I meal prep. This is the easiest, the cheapest, and the healthiest way to meal prep. If you have a little bit more money, you can buy stuff like shrimp, you know, beef, such as ground beef, steak, stuff like that. So those are the things that you can eat, other snacks, but it's going to be the healthiest and cheapest way for you guys to meal prep, and it's also the fastest way, as you saw. All I had to do was just trim the chicken, throw it in the oven. That took about an hour and a half, and I didn't have to do anything. You know, I was doing some other things. I was working on some work. And the rice, same thing. It took an hour. I wasn't, you know, I didn't have to do anything. I just threw it in the pot and let it cook. And same thing with the veggies. You know, that took 5 minutes, 2 to 5 minutes. So it's very fast, very efficient, and you will get them gains, guys. This is the best way to get them gains. As always, comment, subscribe, and thank you for your support. And I'll catch you guys in the next video. Let's get them gains.